November regularly scheduled meeting of the Turon City Council. We will call this to order at 7:01 p.m. and we will take a look around and see who is here. Dana always begins that for us, but she's not here, so Jeff, it's up to you.
Here, Jeff Kearns.
Christine Sealer.
Full Green.
Thank you. You've had an opportunity to look at the agenda a little bit. Any items on the agenda need moved around or additions need to be made?
I need to add Jim Hughes to city clerk.
I'm sorry?
Jim Hughes to city clerk.
I'm still being here.
Jim Hughes to city clerk.
Okay. Any other items need to be moved around or reconsidered or additions made? Is there a motion to approve the agenda?
I'll make a motion, we approve the agenda.
I second
We have consensus on that?
it.
Thank you. We should have before you the unapproved minutes of the City of Turon Council meeting on October the 13th. We can invite your attention to that now. Any comments or considerations on the minutes of October 13th?
I make a motion to approve the minutes for October 13th.
Aye.
Thank you. You should have before you the November unpaid bills. Please direct your attention to that.
The one
Engage
that's,
yourself in conversation or questions as appropriate. I'm sorry.
no, the one Vestas bill, the last one. I know you're gonna call back. Apparently something's going on with their charges.
The 114.
Yeah. I've called and I've requested a call twice, and the manager hasn't gotten back to me yet. So I'm not gonna pay it until they get it right. Because that's what it is.
Motion to approve the unpaid bills. With the one vested bill being in question.
Second that.
Aye.
According to the agenda, the mayor has an opportunity to say something here. I will say that the Touch of Truck event went quite well, I thought. It was a rainy Saturday, and I'm sure that cut down to our attendance. There were a number of children and adults present, and quite a bit of candy was given away. The fire department was in with a couple of fire vehicles, and our maintenance guys brought in a couple of items from the city inventory, and let's see, we had a semi truck, and we had some farm equipment, a big tractor and a combine in, and so I think a good time was pretty much went by all on that. Let's see, I mentioned already we're expecting election results perhaps on Wednesday. Nobody else has anything else to add on that? Unless somebody else does. My information is that the fire station will have an open house on December the 6th. Will there be dancing and free beer and live music or anything like that?
We're missing the meeting right now to be here, so we don't know.
Okay, we don't know. All right, but I believe that's the date. Is it a daytime event or evening or?
We're missing the meeting right now to be here.
On the website, it said 46.
Okay. Weird things been happening in my life, and I've been getting a whole lot of spam calls. And sometimes they even have names of local people on them, or names from all over the place with real persons' names, and they turn out to be spam and something that I'm not interested in whatsoever, a recording of some sort. So a lot of this stuff I'm not answering anymore, and I just let it go to voicemail. And I figure if somebody really wants to get a hold of me, they'll send it to voicemail, and I'll get back to you later. But I've been having financial issues. At least 2 people have tried to open credit card accounts on my bank account, and people have my social security number. I know they do because of so many applications that have been made, and so it's I'm kind of playing it a little close to the vest these days. So if you have important information to get to me, I put it on voicemail, and I'll get back to you. That's that report. I had also hoped to be able to put together a public meeting on November the 1st, so we could discuss issues in the city of Turon and perhaps give some of the candidates an opportunity to speak. And that didn't come about because they didn't have a venue that wanted to have us. So there was a question about whether or not we could hold it here in the community building, and on advice of council, we decided maybe that was not the right idea, and maybe it might have been a conflict of interest somewhere there involved. So I know, Rose, you had posted something on the Turon Neighbors Helping Neighbors account about that meeting being canceled, and kind of sounded like Michaela had canceled that.
No.
But that was really not the issue. Michaela was citing information that she got from Mr. Lynch here, but it kind of presented Michaela in a bad light, and I thought it did anyway. So I even called Mr. Lynch myself to discuss that item personally, and I do not share his opinion, but I don't get paid for legal advice, but he does, so we'll take his legal advice in this situation. But it appears like there might be a nuance of conflict of interest in there, so we did not end up having that meeting on November 1st. So I shall be more diligent if we have an opportunity to do something like that again in the future. So, any questions for the mayor? We did get all the concrete poured, I think, out front on both sides. I thought that looks pretty good. Or the part that adjoins the sidewalks, I thought that worked out well. All right. Any questions? I will move on to the water bill hearings. Ms. Michaela, can you call those for us?
Taylor, you want to come up?
Which account number are we discussing?
97.
97.
So R2 are 3,500 and 97.
And 6152 has resolved.
Yes.
Thank you. All right. What would you like to say? I mean, you're free to move forward and bring the podium with you, because I don't hear well. So all these people know that, so.
I'm just needing an extension until next week. I got my hours cut back. I work for Mudco, which is oil field, and I'm kind of slow in oil field right now. So I just need until next week to get my water bill paid.
What time? What day?
Monday, by Monday.
On Monday, by the close of business here Monday? You can be in the, either in the office or in the.
Yeah, or we'll call and have it paid.
Or in the box out on the deposit box out there. Very good. Appreciate you coming down and discussing that. A lot of that going around. But do you have anybody on the council have questions for, and I didn't catch your name, I'm sorry.
Taylor Davis.
I don't think we want to make a habit of this, but we do allow some leeway from time to time. And it's probably not in anybody's best interest to continue to do that, so.
I'm okay with it.
We want to do it till Wednesday, so. Any preference?
The 19th.
I'll give you a couple of questions in case something happens.
Thank you.
Do appreciate you coming in. Have we reached a consensus over here that I missed?
By next Wednesday, not this Wednesday, but next Wednesday, the 19th.
Next
By the
Wednesday?
19th.
Okay, does that work for you?
That works for me.
Next
Thank you guys very
Wednesday?
much.
Is that consensus of the
Yeah.
council?
Yep.
Yeah, very good. Thank you. We
Thank
look
you.
forward to, thank you for coming in. We do appreciate it.
problem. Thank you.
Appreciate you letting us know that you're working on it. So
All right, thank you.
appreciate that, yes, thank you. 3,500 is it? How are you, young lady?
Could be better.
Well, couldn't we all?
Yeah,
Yeah. How's it going?
it's going okay.
What can you tell us about your,
Okay, I had an unexpected expense that took all my money that I had left, even for you guys. So I cannot pay anything until the 21st on my next paycheck. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
today is the 10th.
Mhm.
That'd be almost 2 weeks. Is the hospital busy?
We're trying. We're trying. The main surgeon was gone for about a week and a half, so
Well, that slowed everything down.
yeah, it's not.
What, do we have a thoughts or conversation over here?
Yeah, 21st on Friday. I was gonna say the 24th, we should have them on Monday.
Oh yeah, I can have it in there on that Monday. No problem.
That's not work.
Okay. All in fine?
By the 24th?
Yeah.
We will extend you to the 21st, thank you. Again, I don't think it's in anybody's best interest to continue to do this.
It's not. I always try, I try not to.
appreciate you coming in and letting us know that you're
No.
trying hard.
Yeah, because I'm the only one working right now, so it's tough.
Yeah,
You know, and then I have this expense that I was not looking for anything to happen, so.
That happens.
It does. Okay.
We've resolved this issue. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate
You're welcome, thank you. Have a good night,
your
guys.
Assistance.
You're welcome.
I'm just gonna,
Anything more to discuss about water bills?
well, some of you guys might have a question. I asked Michaela to check this now on the account 6152. That person talked to me. They're not in town at the moment because of health issues, bad health issues, so I'm gonna go ahead and take care of those for the month.
Which account was that?
6152. I'm taking care of those till they get back in town.
What are you requesting we do?
I paid it.
He paid it.
Sorry?
He paid it.
I paid it.
Thank you, okay, thank you. All right, treasurer's report, Madam Treasurer, we're playing your song.
Okay. As of October 31st, the balance in your checking account was $93,819.96, and the balance in the savings account was $60,255.67. So our total cash available then was $154,075.63. And our profit and loss sheet shows a deficit of $7,912.34.
That's for the calendar year, that's the cash flow for the calendar year.
For last month.
Yes, as of last month, yes.
Okay, then at the bottom I put what our balances were on the checking and saving as of this afternoon. So you can see that because we're already into the new month, we don't have that amount of money there. That gives us, so that might help you with your spending. And not spending.
We did pay the bill for the concrete contractor.
Yes, that's why we went from
That
60,000.
came, where that came out of savings.
Yeah. And then if you'll see on the spreadsheet, the streets were a little over budget there.
Why did that one go over budget?
I honestly don't know.
We were not over budget last month. Did the concrete come out of that budget? 'Cause I thought we approved it to come out of the savings account.
Looks to me like it came out of savings, because
We did take the 22,000 out of savings.
Yeah, it was on
savings has been reduced by $22,000.
He was the second bid out of special highway.
Sorry.
He was the second part out of
The
special highway.
7,000.
Check, 22,000, it was, I don't have it in front of me, just over 22,000.
That was the first bid for the big concrete work. And then the second concrete work was
300 or something?
3,000 something.
The 22 was the whole amount that we paid, because that was included with the first part.
For some reason, we came in under budget on that. And they thought they mixed something together that I'm not sure I can explain it, but Michaela can.
I mean, we bought concrete wash. I'd have to go back and double check exactly.
Oh, was that what put us over budget?
That could be part of it.
Yeah, because the 22 was out of savings.
And I do think that they spent a little more time on the streets last month. So when I calculate their time, that goes against it also.
And before the end of the year, we have to transfer money into that, so it's not a negative.
And, you know, I have no idea about that.
We'll have to get with the lady that did.
When I was here before, Linda always took care of that. And I just know that towards like October, the accounting firm always said it was too late to do that, so I have no idea.
Can we get with, what was her name that did the audit?
Christina?
Christine? Can we get with her and find out about that?
Christmas file.
Because that's what she was explaining on the library, is that we had to
Then the budget.
amend the budget to, so there was no negative.
Right, because I think okay, I talked with her a little bit last week about that, you know, because I didn't understand why we budgeted so much for the library when we actually don't give them much. But it's the money that comes in from Reno County. I guess, I don't know why
It's
we're
the
the
tax money.
middleman. So we would need to add to that
Yeah.
next year for your budget, for like our donation.
Yeah.
So I just didn't understand that, why we budgeted the money that we needed. But evidently it's a statute. We have to.
Okay. I think we have to get with her, because I think before the end of the year, we have to amend the budget. I have a motion to amend the budget to make that a positive amount.
Okay.
Who do we need to check with on that? Is it amended again, or another source,
Now, I'll
reference
call,
person?
I'll call the accountant.
That'd be the auditor people. Any more questions for the treasurer? Going once, going twice. Moving on to the city clerk, Ms. Green. What good news do you have for us?
I just had a question. So my first one's about the holidays. So Christmas this year, on our policies, it says we get Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Well, Christmas Eve is on a Wednesday and Christmas is on a Thursday. So I didn't know if you wanted to do it, like move it back, or how you guys, or if it mattered, or just leave it how it is.
You mean, so we would be close to Christmas and the day after Friday?
Yeah, instead of Christmas Eve, which is Wednesday. Because Thanksgiving we get the day and then the day after for that, but Christmas it says Eve and day. It was just a question I was told I had.
And the water shut off, so not a lot till the 29th.
Well, if you looked at how it was, disconnect notices would go out the 26th, and then disconnects would be the 29th.
We got notice of if we're from Friday, the notices would go out the 29th and
Disconnects would be the 30th.
Okay, let's come up with something. What are your thoughts?
I mean, it's on Saturday or Saturday, according to this.
We're just going to take Thursday and Friday, so that must be.
The question would be, the late notices go out on Thursday, no, on Wednesday instead of Friday.
Well, when I've asked about that before, we have to do it after the day it's in, we can't do it before the day that's in the ordinance. So like it has to be the 25th or the day we put after that. I'll put multiple reminders on Facebook and where I can too.
You would plan on being open on the Friday, the day after Christmas.
Well, that's what I'm asking for, is if instead of Wednesday, Thursday, if we could do Thursday, Friday. Or that's a question if we want to do it that way or just keep it how it is.
So here's my thought. I don't have a problem with that. But why can't the notices still be post-dated the 15th and be put in the mail on Wednesday? Because our mail leaves at 2 o'clock or 10.
It's earlier now, isn't it?
Yeah, so by the time she gets off work, she would drop it in the mail. It won't go out that day. It wouldn't go out till Friday anyways,
You mean the disconnect notices?
the late notices.
Those go out.
Oh, yeah, no, you're
Yeah,
right.
The disconnects get put on people's doors.
So they would go out Monday,
Yeah.
and actual disconnect would be Tuesday. I'm good with that. I'm good with that.
Thursday, Friday, instead of Wednesday, Thursday.
Yeah. I was looking for something after.
Does that need to be a Monday night?
Yeah, I do a motion.
Are the guys wanting, are you guys, the maintenance guys wanting to do that also? Are you guys working out between you that at least some?
Don't matter to me what we do.
But you'd work it out that somebody will be on call.
Oh, yeah. Always on the go.
Yeah.
Just wait.
I'll make a motion that we move the days off for Christmas from Christmas Eve to Christmas Day to Christmas Day on Thursday and the Friday after.
Well, before the second, do we want to give them the option to take off Wednesday, Thursday? Or they have to take off Thursday, Friday? Or they get the option, like the maintenance guys? Because who knows what each other has going on for family stuff yet. You wanna give the option?
Yeah. Just give the, let me reset it.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll make a motion that we do the Christmas holidays and give them the option of Wednesday, Thursday, or Thursday, Friday for their 2 days off.
Is there a second on that?
Second.
Aye.
That was just the maintenance of the city office, Mr. Brady. And she's not supposed to practice.
Gives you the option.
Ms. Stewart, did you vote on
If
this?
you want Thursday, Friday? Okay, I make a motion that the city clerk can do Thursday, Friday for her days off for Christmas.
What has happened to the other motions? Were they withdrawn or?
The one before that's still there. But it was for this maintenance guys. I just made another motion clarifying that she can have Thursday, Friday. They have the option of Wednesday, Thursday, or Thursday,
And we've
Friday.
had consensus on all those, both of those
Not the
motions?
second one, yeah.
Aye. Second, I seconded it, and then an aye for me.
I was just clarifying that, so you were,
Well, that way they can have the city office closed, you know, this side of the world.
yeah.
The office is to be closed on that Friday.
So 3 days for both.
You wish to close the office on,
That's why he,
The city
that's why he
guys can either
changed
take
it.
Wednesday, Thursday, or Thursday, Friday. And you can take Thursday, Friday. That way you can post what day the office is.
I'm still not clear, is the office, you want the office to be closed on the 26th, or you want Linda to come in?
No,
No, it'll be closed
so
on
the
the
25th and 26th will be closed.
Okay.
I will.
Okay. Next item, something to do with the dumpster.
Yes, you wanna keep it, you wanna get rid of it? Because we've had it 2 months now. It was October 1st, I believe that we.
Yeah.
So,
Any idea what it costs us now to have it, or?
I haven't gotten an bill yet.
is it filling up, gentlemen, or is it pretty full, or is it empty, or?
No, we still got room in it.
Got
This
room?
is the third one.
This one was 2 or 3, right?
This is good.
I know, but
Yeah.
they do 2 free, and then so this one would be the one you have to pay for.
When it's full.
And that'll be the last one.
I'm good with that. Let it get full and send it back.
Okay, caveating off of that, shred day, I have picked a day, and I have talked to them, and it will be, so everyone has more time, November 29th, and it's from 8 to 11. It will be here at the city office, and how it works is they come out with an enclosed trailer and carts. You're only allowed per household though 4 of the banker boxes. And no businesses can use it, it can only be residents. The city can use it, but again, it's only 4. But businesses cannot.
Clarify paper boxes. Is it the small ones or is it the long ones?
just a regular sized box, it's not,
So that's coming within about 2 weeks?
yeah, 3 weeks, so the 29th. I will say though, and I'm gonna put all this on Facebook as well, all this information. They do not shred it on site. They put it into the carts, and when they're done, they lock them up, bring them back to their facility, and they shred it there. So, I did want to put all that out. But a day is picked, that's the times, and I will put it on Facebook as well.
So we're trusting them to shred it at their location?
Yes, because it's one of the stipulations in our contract, is that we get back. But, and I did ask, I said, do you shred it here? And he said, no, we lock it all up, and we take it to our facility, and our employees shred it.
Any further questions about shred day? Talk to us about computer storage.
So I have been having computer issues. I have called Bolin and he came out and he fixed a bit of it. But, so my computer has 16 gigabytes of storage. And that's been fine. But I guess running my QuickBooks and my Jayhawk at the same time is taking up more memory than we thought. So I talked to him, the Bolin guy that fixes my computer, and he had me get with Jayhawk to see how much memory I need to run the program. And so I called them and they said minimum I should have 16 gigabytes just for Jayhawk. So to get up to 32 gigabytes of memory, it's 150, and that's not, he's not charging labor, the whole IT guy, it's just for the software, like the memory.
You can add memory to your existing computer.
Yes,
And that was how much?
150. He's cleaned up my computer a bit, so right now, it's working most of the time. Jayhawk was running 8, but now with everything, they said minimum requirement for is 16. So.
And he can just add on to what we already have.
Yeah, he said all it is unplugging everything, opening up thing, taking out the 2 chips and putting it back. He says he'd have it done in like 30 minutes.
And it's $150.
He's not charging like him coming out here like. Yeah.
I'll make a motion that we have Mullen Computer Company get us a 16 gigabyte of RAM for $50 for the laptop in the office.
Not for the laptop, for the main computer, right?
Right, for the main computer. Sorry.
Second.
Okay, I take my motion back. Take your second back.
Like 2 years ago, we put a bunch of memory on the computer. And it seems like every couple of years we're adding memory. So can add extra memory, could we approved a little higher and said we could go to 40 or something gigabytes.
I think 32 is the next.
Yeah, but what would be the next? 48. I wonder if it'd be cheaper to add more at one time than to keep adding storage every couple of years.
He only told me 32, and he said storage isn't cheap right now. I mean, it is working now that he's cleaned it up.
$16 double what she had.
Yeah.
Because he only mentioned the 32.
Gabe, are you interested in potentially adding more?
Well, that would be my thought, because I think it's just 2 years ago, or right before Michaela started, we went through this and we added gigabytes in. I don't remember what we added.
Yeah, when I started, it was a new computer.
Oh,
Just
then that was
that
the
one.
computer right before that. Because we did work on the computer when we updated them. Okay, so maybe it's 32 now. So I did, you make a motion. Make a motion that we update the computer to 32 gigabytes for the $150 with full office supplies.
Second.
Aye.
Aye.
Speak to us about the McGuire annual contract.
So I got it signed and got it back to him. The only question they had for me was, do we want to set the annual payment date as the day we signed the contract or just to some date in January? We signed the contract on October 17th.
We budgeted for it in next year's budget.
We need a motion on that. It don't matter.
Yeah, probably better to make a motion.
Make a motion that we set the McGuire Iron annual payment date for every January
Yeah, we did.
15th.
Long second meeting.
That should always be afternoon. 14th is the latest.
Is there a second on that?
Second.
Further discussion? We have a consensus over there, thank you.
Can I ask a question back on the, on moving the money to the street? We're like $1,500 over now. What would you anticipate that we would want to move? Trying to remember, because we have November and December to go. Because I know Christine will ask me that.
Well, that could get to be, because it gets charged by the time spent. If it would snow or anything, the more rains, the more snows or ices or anything like that, I would guess we would probably need to put somewhere around 3,000 in it.
3,000.
Half of it's already spent. So that would be 1,500-ish, so about 1,600 usable.
And you're talking about transfer funds,
Yes.
is what, but not, because the budget, you can't change that at this point in the year.
That's what I was thinking. What's the latest we can do that?
I mean, I don't know, but I mean, you can't, the budget would be the following year, we have some ability to change the budget the year that we're in, that's been set, I don't think we can change.
But they always forced us to transfer money, so it was never negative at the end of the year.
Well, I think there's transfer money from fund to fund is one thing, but as far as changing the budget. I don't
Not
think-
changing the budget, we need to
That's right.
transfer
We're gonna, like,
money,
maybe take it out of water because we have excess
either out of water or general, and put it in highway,
into highway.
so it's not negative.
Okay,
Yeah, we're not gonna change the budget.
okay,
Yeah,
okay, wait, I might have just been here wrong, but,
right?
I might have said it wrong.
We just move it, you know,
yeah.
to what we have.
Just so we're not negative, and that's what she was talking about, that is actually technically a penalty against us with the state if we were ending up negative in the library
Right.
fund.
So I don't know if those have to be made by December, or if you can still make them in January, even now. You know, like you can,
Right, like,
in your 2025 transfers in January of 26.
Yeah, but even if we find out that we've got to have it done, we have to. special
yeah,
meeting
I
to
will,
get it
I'll
done.
call Christina this week and see if we can transfer. You know,
What?
we have the money in water.
Can't amend the budget this late. We have to just transfer money from one fund to another.
Right. Right.
That
I
makes
don't
sense.
think you can amend the budget after September or something like that, or August or.
Yeah, I'm thinking that one year I was here, October was too late, so we're November, so.
When you have your, coming through the budget process, you go through the R&R stuff, and whether or not you're gonna exceed the revenue neutral rate, and that goes to the clerk, and that gets published in the annual budget hearing. So I don't think you can change after that. So by the time the budget's due, what, September, to the clerk, or are they?
Yeah.
Probably.
We just have to know how we have to transfer the money to be right for the state and not off on it.
So,
And we
Guess
need to
we'll
have a
fund it,
special meeting,
yeah.
and we have to have a special meeting.
I'll ask. I'm thinking it's too late to transfer from fund to fund. That's my thought. And
No, I think we can probably still change.
the fund to
Change for
you
fund to
think?
fund, but we can't amend the budget.
Right, right,
I think we go fund to fund until the fiscal year is over.
okay. Okay,
I think.
I just remember Roger telling us that October was too late, so.
We've been told different things by a couple different ones.
I didn't know. So I will check with Christina this week and.
That's all we can do.
Okay, have we
About
resolved that
3,000.
question?
3,000.
I would think so. It'd be like 1,600. Wouldn't you guys think like 1,600 would finish out the year on the roads?
Because we're already,
That depends on weather again.
Right, but you don't have any big projects that we think we need to, it would be the grading.
Don't have any projects, or if not doing any mowing or anything.
because we're gonna use 1,500 of that right away, but. then
Right,
we'll have
1,500 of it's
for
already
November and
spent.
December.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Can we move on?
I'm good.
Thank you, Ms. Kayla. Talk to us about gym use issues.
So, the librarian came to me today because there are, so when we talked about the gym before, we said it had to be during office hours and it had to be, like, kids had to be watched and stuff. But she just came to me because there's some teenagers who want to go in there when she's there on Saturdays, and she would be responsible for them, but she just wanted to know if that was okay, or if she has to just tell me, no, it has to be during office hours, but they're at school. But I just said, well, they told me, during office hours, I said, well, I'm bringing it up. But she said she would take responsibility for them.
I'm sorry, who is this?
The library. There's some
So she has a key in the building.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, some teenagers had asked her if they could, if she was responsible for them, if they could use it on, when she's open on Saturdays. She would still do, because I did make a check in and out sheet, and I said, if they say it's okay, I'll still give you this, so at least we could still have record of who it was. But I said they had decided on it being during office hours.
Because some people wanted us to just give them keys to get in. That's not gonna happen.
I have no problem with using the gym if it's supervised. It's a responsible party involved, especially in this situation, if she has a key, so there will not be troubling anyone else to provide entrance and locking up afterwards. Council may have different views.
She can't open the gym, only I can. So I'd have to open it Friday before I left. But she can lock it after they leave, because you don't use the key to lock it.
That'd be a situation where I would think, because it's padlock, right? I would think we'd have to get a key made if we're going to allow her to be responsible for it, then we have to get a copy of the key made. So we can be able to let them in. So she is truly responsible for it.
Yeah, because she's not here Friday, so when I leave, the building's locked up that day.
And if this was getting rented out, and you leave that open, the people that are in this room may be open in there. Because it's unlocked. Not saying it would necessarily be, but good chance.
Well, when it gets colder, we can't keep the door shut.
Yeah. I just think if we're gonna do it, we'll need a copy of the key for the library.
Yeah.
And then she's liable for opening it. You disagree with that, Danny?
I think it makes sense to give her a copy of the key, that way you know it's locked until she unlocks it, rather than having that gap on. It was unlocked Friday, up through that time Saturday.
I have a copy to give.
Make a motion that we allow the librarian to be responsible for opening the gym and being responsible for the use of the gym, walking usage on Saturday while she is open. And she will receive a copy of the key. Aye.
That's all I have.
Did you ever report course on your training that you attended recently? What have you learned and how will it benefit us? Comfort.
Well,
Put you
we
on the
had to
spot.
do, most of the time that I spent there, I had to take time to do the big project I had, which every group got a different project of just like a situation on like how to provide more fire protection in cities. And so we learned about different ways to present, like if we were coming to it was coming to the council with a proposal for how we could get different amenities or things needed, like a new fire department was my case. And so we just learned about how you're supposed to talk to the council and what you need to do to get your points across and all the information gathering on the best way to do it. And then we had to enact scenes of, we had to present our proposal like we were talking to a council and residents. So that was a bunch of our time.
Was it good? The training session overall, was it a good use of your time?
Yeah, I always learn something new every time I go, just from talking to other clerks
I
about
mean,
their cities.
we always send you, but if it's not something you view as worthwhile, it might affect our decisions in the future.
Well, I wouldn't ask to go to it if it didn't help.
So that's why I'm asking the question. If you view it as useful, that's good.
Yes, because next year, I mean, this was a big year, so as long as I can go next fall, for sure, I can get my CMC. Because I have to go.
Any questions about the training session that she attended? All right, that concludes your items, is that correct? We will move on to the property officer. You have a short property report. I did not visit with Mr. Joplin. I have not heard what he had to say. This is what he sent us along to us. Did he discuss this with you? Is it something that requires your action? Any discussion about the items on the report from the property officer? If not, we'll move on.
What are we looking for on the 310 East Nebraska? It's recommended to be enforced for abatement, it looks like. So that is
That would be, I mean, basically, means the city cleans it up, assesses the cost back to the property. Oh yeah, I'm guessing it's grass or weeds that are tall that it can't be, just based on that, can't be cut. It's some massive amount of tree lift in there, so that's.
Are you guys aware of that situation up there at 310 East Nebraska?
At what address?
310 East Nebraska, the one on the corner by the pool, by the park.
Oh, yeah, what about it? It's been mowed.
It has been mowed, it looks all right, or?
Oh, yeah, we mowed it all. I said, well, that'd be okay,
It
son.
was mowed at least once and kind of went around the limbs, I
Oh,
think.
yeah, same thing we've been doing for years.
Yep.
You guys wanna do anything on that, or?
Further questions about the property report? I'm going to move on to Mr. Lynch.
We're not done yet.
The things you had for us?
Have we done anything, have we done anything on, at Brandon's old place on First Street, or is it still growing up too?
Well, grown up.
What do we need to do on that on First Street also?
What's
Has
going
not-
on with it?
It's grown up, it hasn't been mowed or anything this whole year because there's vehicle parts and trash and stuff in the yard and it can't be mowed or,
This would be the environmental nuisance, the junk vehicles where there's just trash, junk in the yard, you give them notice, they don't do it. Then the city can clean it up and assess the cost would be.
you guys were back to last year, what is it gonna take to clean that place up down there?
I'm gonna take it, roll off dumpster and a lot of work cleaning all this junk up back in the back.
Is it big junk or little junk?
Yeah, a little bit of both.
There's big junk, little junk, there's a vehicle back there.
Glass and
Uh,
propane bottles and, you know, and that's probably back there.
We gotta do something about that place though. You know the address for that down on First Street?
Not off the top of my head. They
I
might.
want to say 103.
I think you might.
103, I believe,
103?
yeah.
On the 310 East Nebraska, I'd like to give till next month to get those limbs cleaned up. Linda used to have a contact for Kathy Marshall. Well, and if she doesn't, then we might not have any choice but to move forward with it next month or when it gets back next week. But I like to see maybe if one more month we'd get something done, if we could actually work towards getting something done on it. And if not, start the debate process, but that First Street one, we need to get the debate process started on it, because there has been nothing done with that this whole year. I don't really understand how he let that slip and did nothing about it all year. So what do we need to do to start getting that property at First Street cleaned up? And
We need to give them that initial notice of violation that tells them they've got, I think it's 10 days on that one, 10 or 15 days to request a hearing, and if they don't do it. And then we pass a resolution that it gets, that the city abates a condition. I'll just tell you for sure.
sent that owner multiple notices.
Until you threaten to get him in court and give him a warrant or something, he's not gonna show up or do anything. He has kind of got it cleaned up off of drugs, supposedly.
So they've gotta get the notice for whatever reason. This one gives them 20 days. They,
This would go to the property owner, right?
they,
Yeah, it does.
yeah, 'cause that's who, it'll get it accepted. So they've got 10 days to fix it. If fix it or request a hearing. If they don't do that, then you guys pass a resolution authorizing the city to clean it up, then they get a copy of that, and they've got 20 days from that.
And they're
Fix
for
it,
40
if they
days.
don't. Yeah.
But I've not had a single notice actually taken against me.
That kid's not gonna take a notice unless he's threatening to go to the jail or something.
I know, but it doesn't tell them what's in it unless he accepts it. I'm just saying I sent several.
Yeah.
It can be done by, I guess we know where he is.
He lives in Hodge.
So we can do certified mail or personal service on it.
That's your wish?
We need to do something on it. I really don't know why the property officer has dropped it and not done nothing on it all year. On the 310 Nebraska one, let's see if Linda's got a contact for that lady. She was in Arlington.
She's still in Arlington. I Facebook with her. I don't know what her address is. She lives in those apartments at the very,
Kind of behind Carolyn's. Or over there,
the low income ones.
yeah.
I do know she lives back there. I was going to message her because there was somebody that might be interested in buying that property. I haven't done it yet.
So Brandon's house, you want me to send a notice again? And then if I get it back again?
I think we have
Is
to.
Is it coming back wrong address? Is it coming back used?
Not refused. It just isn't picked up.
Unclaimed?
Because I have a El Dorado address. That's because I have to go off of parcel search. And that doesn't ever get picked up, but it's not refused.
His sister owns Melody Hair Salon on 4th Street in Putnam. I can probably maybe reach out to her and figure out where to send it.
In the house, they,
Yeah. Where we fixed the drain down for unsanitary and building conditions.
so it's a non-resident and he's hadn't accepted delivery within the last 24 months. So then you can go to door hangers posted on the property, personal notification, telephone number, last mail. So I mail it first class. I'd do one certified, one first class, and then if we can get a phone number or something, do that, post one on
So then, do we have to wait a certain amount of days after that? So I have to do all three of those?
I mean, if you send the same letter, just send one copy of it certified, one by regular mail, and then have James put one on the front door of the property. And if we have a phone number, I try making a call. If we don't, we don't.
I'm gonna try to see if we have the right address.
And then he's got, it says 15 days from the receipt of the notice, so you get about a week from the time you mailed it to start that 15 days.
To get it here.
To request a hearing, and if he doesn't request a hearing, council can pass that resolution. And then he's got 20 days from that to get it cleaned up, and the city abates it.
What would be the process if the guys have a hard time cleaning it up? What would be the process if somebody would donate the time with the skid steer to help clean it up so the city didn't have so much time and expense in it? Not for a charge, but just as a donation. Is that possible or no? Or you can look on that and
Will.
I don't know if somebody outside the city has the authority to go on
okay.
private property and clean it up. That would be my concern. If we,
That's my question.
yeah, I think the city can through here. I don't know that a private citizen can without the property owner's permission.
We don't need a motion or anything to start that process?
No.
Okay, good with that?
Do you have some agreement there that you want Mr. Lynch to begin that process?
So all the notices I've already sent him, we can't count.
We don't have. We haven't, I think we followed up the resolution, have we?
No, I mean, I sent quite a few notices.
No, those would go towards that. We will send our regular.
Further discussion on this particular property? And we move on to legal matters.
Okay. I don't have a whole lot to add. It's in the letter. Property owner from 107 East Nebraska. I was a little slow getting that done, so I set December 1st as the date to have something done as a city. Resume the abatement procedures on getting the cellar basement filled in. I haven't heard anything back yet, but did get that out to them.
Your report?
Unless I'm forgetting something, that's the extent of what I have.
I've moved on too fast. Mr. Joplin had also sent this over. Will we read to, do you have any information on this? Did he want to present this for our discussion or for the council's acceptance? It's called a warning of ordinance violation. We talked about giving a soft notice ahead of a nasty notice or a hard line notice to property problems. I don't know if you wanted us to discuss this or wanted the council to look at it or approve it, or we just send it over for
Have you got a chance to look at that?
some sort of consideration.
Yeah, but look at the price on there, I mean, we were just having everything together, we just saying that's what it's gonna be.
So really that should say, for the cost of cleanup, not 200. and then knowing what equipment would be on each job would just be incur the cost of cleanup.
And is it, are the guys really wanting to be able to be hired on these? You know,
Technically, we are having an ordinance that you can't, that you can hire the equipment for $45 an hour. You want to look at that and come back to next month?
Yeah, I don't think I have a copy. Yeah, I'd have some markups too, but I'll look at that. Like this.
How we categorize that, that's something that you wanna study and then we'll deal with it.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to tweak it a little bit, but, I mean, there's nothing in there.
You want to just take it with you and we
Yeah,
deal with it
then I
next
can-
month?
Yeah, and I can get with Caitlin James too on what I think of it.
What's the procedure here? Did he want us to approve this or just consider it, or was he sending it to you? Does anybody, how are you considering it?
He was wanting us to consider it, is where we left it last month. He was rewriting his warning letter. Because last month it was still pretty harsh.
Are we ready to move on?
I'd like to go into executive session for 10 minutes. Council, mayor, and a lawyer for legal matters.
Was that a motion? Was there a second?
Second.
Aye.
Are you authorized to make any announcement regarding Peter's continuing service on the council?
I think you do it. You probably did it in governing body conversation. I thought you'd say it.
Have you did it on
This
council?
I had kind of looked at commercial on different occasions about the property. And she said she had no intentions of doing anything with it, if that helps.
Okay.
Because she don't care about Turon, but I just figured I'd let you know.
Okay.
I mean,
You can't come in there, we got candy back here.
She said, Turon. So,
Okay, bring
you
this
can
up.
put A and B together. In her taxes, she's usually good, but keep her taxes up, they're 3 years behind. Is it?
Don't touch me, I can't move.
Who did this? Oh?
My name is Maximus Decimus Meridius.
My name's Jeff.
My name is Maximus Decimus Meridius.
Just a little shilly. Just a little
Hey,
shilly.
James,
Yes.
Miss Brenda,
Yeah.
change the book you.
Okay.
Do what?
I said, you need to book it.
Well, I have to call him when I'm ready.
Yeah, her computer's giving her
He
a
knows
piss
I'm
fit.
slow.
Yeah. Unfortunately, she called me and thought I was mad at her, but I was sick, and
Oh.
I kind of she called me and left me a voicemail when I was.
Well, I've called several people to do work, and then nobody calls me back, or nobody shows up.
Oh,
And
And
I'm
I-
at the age now, I get pissy.
I apologize. I said I wasn't taking jobs because I don't want to get anybody
He
sick.
was so sick, he went to the ER.
I
Not
know.
once, but
And
three times.
he
I
don't
know.
go.
But I have just gotten a little fed up with everybody.
Oh, yeah.
You know, either you want to do it or you don't want to do it.
Well, it was. I heard her voicemail, and then I passed out again and forgot to call her back.
Brenda, I'll be honest, it was peaceful at my house. Because usually he calls me like a million times a day.
I thought he told me you called him a million times a day.
She does. And my wife.
He calls me to tell me that he gets pulled over when he DoorDash.
Hey, that last time I got pulled over was hilarious.
We haven't even made it to the maintenance report.
We're gonna come back.
Can I get a copy of the property officer report, please?
Not today.
Okay, that's fine. I can come tomorrow or something if you like.
We're closed tomorrow, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Wednesday. I forgot. I keep forgetting tomorrow's Veterans Day.
That's why we get the flags up. Did you know this?
Yeah. Well, my brain's friggin' million miles a minute.
But I can contest he was sick.
Oh yeah. Oh.
I can tell he was sick. He went 3 times.
I got.
I know, he was sick and he was taking other people to the ER. He took like 3 different people to the ER.
Yeah.
And then I ended up having to pick up that couple that's got the guys in the wheelchair. They brought him and his dad to ER. And at 11 o'clock at night, I get a phone call, can you go pick him up? Yeah.
What's her name?
Crystal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You took her and her baby to the ER?
No,
Her roommate who's
roommate
crippled.
and his dad.
Yeah,
They're both
because
wheelchair bound, and I had to pick them up at 11
Okay,
o'clock.
okay.
yeah, Jay.
Yeah, thank God somebody was there to help, because I couldn't have lifted them.
Right.
Executive session has ended. We will be back in session, please. There is no action taken at the executive session. I'm ready for the maintenance report. I'm hoping you're ready to move on. Maintenance, gentlemen.
Gonna give you your next big headache. Our nitrates are sky high at well Fork. You're 12, it was 10, up to 12 now. Still waiting. Haven't heard from the state yet what you're gonna do. I expect to get another, probably have to resample. And they'll probably just board us up and shut us down. I don't know. So you might be start thinking about a new wells or whatever. Give you something to think about.
They don't sample the mixed water that's in the, comes out of the tap or gets in the,
State's got certain faucets or taps that you gotta take your samples out of each well.
yeah.
Like I said, they've been at 10, which 10's the limit.
You say we're up to 12?
They're up to 12 now, that's part. So that's gonna be your next big headache there, or one next big headache.
You're still pumping it, or
Well, there you go. Still pumping it in the morning.
is there a time Can they give us the time to remediate the situation, or?
I don't know what they're gonna do, probably, like I said, they'll probably have us resample it, I'm figuring, and after that, you'll probably be looking at a new well somewhere, or drill test wells and sample and get you if that's what you decide to do. Like I said, I haven't heard anything from the state yet. Just another big headache you got coming up. And got a letter from the state saying we're probably gonna start sampling for forever chemicals. So we'll probably have to start doing that here for a while. Another set of samples every so often.
Who drilled, and you may not know off the top of your head, but it was a local company that drilled all well at the tower, right?
Clark, wasn't it?
From St.
Drilled
John?
which well?
Great Bend.
The new well, the new one,
Yeah.
that was Clark that drilled that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Can we get, can we go ahead and get quotes and stuff about drilling, what it costs to drill sample wells and to drill a well? It doesn't have to be spot on, just an idea for next month.
Maybe, but I don't know for sure if they do that or not.
Yeah.
Probably depends on the depth and everything else too.
Yeah, but they should know how deep they drilled their last well.
They ain't very deep.
Right. But around here, the shallower water is less.
I want to say 27 foot, I think it was, or whatever. Something like that.
And what we may have to end up looking at is putting in a couple wells that are shallower.
Like I said, I figure we'll probably have to resample again, but then after they check the nitrates again, and they'll either board us up or make a drill new well or cut that well down or put in a mixing station or something. Or you got to build a plant or take the nitrates out, or either way, it's gonna be another headache and more expense. So.
When we drilled that well down here and it was high nitrates, do you remember, I think it was a deep well, wasn't it?
I think
I
so.
don't remember for sure. The nitrates were pretty high.
But they're the ones that drilled it also, so they should know. They will have the record of all that.
And not only just drilling the wells, you gotta think of building another well. Cause it just can't set out in the open, cause we gotta have the chlorine room, we gotta have,
Yeah. You gotta have all your electronics plugged to top and
Yeah, we don't have to have a, as far as I'm concerned, we don't have to have the setup that we got to that new well,
you know,
for the chlorine and all that.
I'm telling the story from memory, and my memory might not be very good. But I think it was the city of Iuka that got some sort of a grant, and they can put a mechanism in every household in town to have a reverse osmosis, and it got rid of the nitrates. I think they got a grant from somebody somewhere to remediate the water in every household. I think we can drill wells every 5 years from now till a long, long time, and they're just gonna keep becoming effective with nitrates.
And everybody around is having trouble with nitrates.
We talked about building test wells. You can drill a test well a quarter mile away from this one, and it might look good, and then 5 years or 10 years, it'll be have a lot of nitrates also.
well, I said that when we put the water tower in, we should have never put the water tower in, we should have drilled a well, we should have funded to drill a well in every backyard. And the nitrates level would have stayed way lower. And in time, each household would have paid payment, like a water bill monthly, and it would have paid your water well off in 3 or 4 years, and you wouldn't have had a water bill anymore. We didn't do that. We put a water tower. We should have
Well,
done that.
because we're a municipality and we gotta
Gotta
have
have a chlorinated, everything.
chlorinated. Every well's gotta be chlorinated because we're a municipality.
There are towns that are going to help pay for water wells to go away from water wells. Small towns that are having tower problems.
Well, just for instance, Langdon, but it's not
It's unincorporated.
it's unincorporated. So if you're not,
Once you're so close to going unincorporated, it changes some of the rules. We're not real incorporated.
But I agree that nitrates is gonna be a problem. I mean, Arlington's got problems, Perry's got problems,
Sylvia's
Sylvia's
got
got problems.
Sylvia's had problems. Just something for you to be thinking about.
I think we better start getting quotes and talking to the water well company and see what they say. Or is there some kind of feasible way of putting a reverse osmosis type deal in for our wells? Probably not.
Then probably a nitrate removal plan for mixing stations. We've got to pump, we can still pump the well in, extra water, then send it out, which basically, our tower does the same thing, but we're not allowed to sample out of the tower either, so we've got spigots in each well that we've got samples on.
could we do our best to switch them from one day this well, one day the next well, so it is mixing. But that's also according to the train
Yeah, train interfered with that one.
with that water before. So when that happens, then we're pumping the well with less nitrates more often.
What are your instructions? You know, these gentlemen to contact Clark, get some quotes on, shallow test well,
Get a guesstimate?
estimates on what their guesstimate might be.
The other thing they would probably bring up is where are you gonna do it?
Yeah.
Where are we gonna drill these test wells at?
Yeah.
You know, we gotta have,
That's the next.
that would be the next step. I mean, they'd maybe give us a general, but the next step is where you're gonna do it. We already know we got high nitrates there.
Yeah, but we might need to test again because you go completely to a different rock level. The nitrates at the park could be really low if you go in first water versus third and fourth. Because if I remember right, that well up there is like 70 or 80 feet deep, isn't it?
I think it's deeper than that.
Like 70, 80, 100, it's like third or fourth water.
You get out in the country and you get that deep or much deeper, you're gonna run into calcium or
That, we have
salts.
calcium.
Calcium chloride in the salts.
But that's what that well up there is like 100 plus or 80 or 100 plus. It's really deep. The new well is not very deep. It tests way better.
But it's on the opposite side of town, really.
It doesn't make much of a difference because our water flow comes from the north.
Southeast, from what the geologist said when they were drilling that well. We actually had better nitrates at the old well that we replaced than what we had up here anyway.
I don't know. I think we better start asking, not wait.
Other than that, and probably have to start sampling for forever chemicals. And you already answered my question on the dump system. Other than that, I don't have anything else. But the nitrate at the park's always been higher than everybody else.
We plan any more work with asphalt milling, with concrete wash, or anything that you're going to put something on the streets yet, or?
You know, we build up areas in the streets that need it. Waiting on the next rain to see where it needs it again.
See where it goes. Yeah. Very good. Questions or discussions regarding city maintenance? Again, I thank you gentlemen. Irvin came down, opened up the building early for the election day, and I assume he closed it up after they were done, which was at 7 or later, 7:30 or so. Irvin was involved with that. The guys both brought city machinery up with a touch of truck deal on a Saturday, so that's not really in their job descriptions, but they did it, so I appreciate that. Do you want to instruct, what did we decide? Do you want to instruct them? You want me to contact Clark, or want them to talk to Clark?
Have them talk to Clark.
Like, see if they have any thoughts about which way the water's moving and where we should, which direction we should go for test wells to look for lower nitrates. I'm moving on to the safety officer, who doesn't seem to be here. Do we have any correspondence from the safety officer? Do we have any correspondence from the custodian? Do we have audience comments?
You should know.
Quiet, young lady, move it forward. I don't hear well. Very good. That's just
I'm just
right.
curious if we're gonna put something on Facebook or notify the residents of Turon about the levels of the nitrates.
Well, thus far, we're trying to keep it managed. What is your?
I'm just wondering, is it a safety concern, or should we make people aware?
I suppose we could. It's up to the council.
Because I know there's been a lot of boiled water.
I think it's only a problem
you know.
for very small children.
Well,
Perhaps we need to be providing bottled water.
yeah. I'm just curious.
For families with very small children.
We gotta wait for the state to talk to us.
I'm sorry?
We have to wait for the state to get back to us.
Okay. There you are. Leave it there. That's fine. Thank you. Do we have unfinished business? I'm looking at this. Do we have unfinished business? Do we have new business? We have to do an evaluation on Mr. Birdsong. Very good. I would entertain a motion for an executive session to do Mr. Birdsong's evaluation.
I make a motion we go into executive session for 10 minutes for Urban Birdsong annual evaluation.
Second that.
Aye.
Is the form in there? I didn't see it.
James, I'm going out here.
Yes, it's on the table.
It's not cold.
Do you guys want me for anything after that?
Any questions or reasons for Mr. Lynch to stay? Going once, going twice.
Yeah, I can sneak out there.
Hearing none, thank you.
You guys.
I'd like to see you sneak.
Money, do they have to like face it?
I said, well, you can grab you then, old man.
No, unless that was changed.
What kind of
I
change
agree.
you want?
I was pretty sure
The original intent was,
I'll see what I'm.
I thought it was
I was asked to have yeah, so the report, yeah, so the monthly council report, they have copies.
I think if,
You just need to get out of here.
I think if, if you guys want me for anything after that, we've given them a complaint.
Well, we might not,
And
we
they
might not
might
have
do
that.
that.
Maybe.
Otherwise, it just be open.
Sure.
Somebody did
I
it.
think we did this year.
Okay.
But like if,
No, I think that's pretty much
I think
it.
if we said complaints of being on their property and they want to see,
No, this is just weird.
just let you know.
Just one.
Yeah.
So it'll have to be one, right?
But it's, when he presents it, I need that fall.
I thought so, but I just didn't know if that was in that open our legal class criteria.
That's generally what I start there, and then if they, if you're not sure if it should be given out, shoot me an email.
Yeah, I sent out those two warning letters. I just need to resend the new one.
No, so I mean, we won't, we're not using that at start, since it says warning.
Okay,
Just a couple things I might want to change on it, but
okay,
I'll mess with it a little bit, let you know.
sounds good.
All right.
Thank you.
Yep, thank you.
See you next month. Happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you.
Did you write anything? Is it good? Is it a good reason we should send you to school? I'm sending you anything. I'm not getting that.
I don't think I've ever seen anywhere how deep the well.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen anywhere how deep the well's supposed to be.
I don't know.
We could ask Clark or no.
Yeah, so there,
So, you know, what's
once they look into the,
for city.
in the paperwork right there, I don't think I've ever seen it.
Why don't you go to freaking Florida?
Yeah.
He's all right. He's in the beginning. Don't know if he recorded it.
There are two rumors that all the people disappeared between Greg Thomas and Stephen Roberts. Everything.
I mean, who do you even talk to about that? Silver cities or like? Why would we not be able to do? We don't know what we do. Other cities, the council is supporting what we do.
her mother?
Yeah, she asked me to, oh, there you are.
I'm going home, I'm cold.
She asked me to let her in.
You don't love me.
I went back there, they can verify. Here, take the papers.
I'm going home. You hear me?
You're going home, so you sit down?
Yeah.
She's gonna warm up for a minute. It's cold out there.
It was cold.
You gotta hit my inhaler that took my breath.
Yeah. Whoa.
Hard to believe it's supposed to be in the 70s again tomorrow. Ugh. I want to take my bike and my wife's bike out for one last ride before I put them on cold storage for the winter.
Yeah.
Now that I'm actually feeling better. Ugh.
I think next weekend is supposed to be windy and rainy, right?
Shun. Bad.
How are you feeling? I said, how are you feeling? Baby.
Well, we'll see how that goes. Senate approves the bill to end the shutdown. Sending it to the House.
Baby, wait.
It was.
I guess the Senate finally approved a bill to end the shutdown. They're sending it to the House for approval. We're in the longest shutdown recorded.
I know. I know. Crazy. They do those stupid shutdowns all the time.
Yeah, it's cold out there. You got a jacket on.
My back's killing me.
It feels good.
You're young and stupid. Stand right here.
Texas Roadhouse has a premium option as well. I don't know, I didn't know it was. I don't know, because I have to come in the world. So I don't know what's my bad. Is it a good or bad? Is that? I thought it was only for old people.
Did you get it over?
There's something I did learn at school.
Yeah. It's nice when I come home to a warm cooked meal.
Feels like 28 out with the wind.
I believe it.
I'm watching that flag just whipping.
I learned that new Muslims for executive sessions and such. You have to get the statute.
12 miles an hour right now, yeah.
Yeah, well, look at the running.
I see it.
Oh, there's a statute number for nothing.
You got a shirt?
Yeah, there's a statute where you should
We will be back in session. We were in executive session moments ago to do an annual evaluation of our bird song. And that is completed. Are there other governing body comments now? I have one. Ms. Dana Brock has tendered her resignation from the city council. I assume, Michaela, you have some paperwork on that? Did she offer a written resignation or was it just verbal?
all I got was the verbal.
She informed me that she planned to resign from the council now.
I talked to her and she said she would take it.
So that will generate a vacancy on the council. Any other governing body comments?
We really weren't done with,
Speak up, please.
we were not done with new business.
The only thing I have is Irvin's evaluation. What else you got?
I make a motion, we give Irvin a 50-cent raise from 20 to 22.50 an hour. Hey, the math ain't math today. From $20 to $20.50 an hour.
Is there a second on that?
Aye.
All right. No consensus. Thank you. Is there other new business for us?
I think that's it now.
A motion for adjournment would be in order.
We're done with new business. I do want to say something under governing body comment. Michaela, I think jam is December 6th also, the meal, which is also Sunday as our fire meeting. It just kind of happened, I got scheduled the same day. And, yeah, but they're going to be kind of at the same time. So, you may get comments or something about it. It just happened. Nobody knew anything about the jam and had scheduled that. And unless they changed something at our meeting tonight, that December 6th is still when we were doing it. And so just over that.
Doesn't jam usually have their dinner later?
It's from 5 to 6:30, I believe.
I think ours is 4 to 6.
Yeah, that's what I said.
But hey, if you show up early, you can eat twice free. The one thing I'd like to say in government body comments is, I know election's important. I just can't believe some of the things that people say about stuff. I wonder if people don't want to get Turon.
Last year, there was a church group, one of the Mennonite churches came and provided a Christmas dinner meal prior to Christmas. Have you heard anything about that?
That's
They came
Jan.
back?
Yeah, that's Jan.
Okay. And what, do you have a date on that, or?
December 6th, she's gonna send me the flyer for that.
Okay, okay, that's the same date as the, well, I'm going where there's free beer and dancing.
Well, I would say there's not free beer and dancing yet either, so I guess you better head to Wichita. And here South Broadway will be.
Any other business to come before this? Motion to adjourn would be in order. Nobody wants to adjourn.
Nobody wants to stay.
I like you too.
Make a motion, we adjourn the meeting.
I'll second it.
Aye.
No.
You stay here.
We will be adjourned.
We
Thank you.
in the morning, and we use.
No mind me. That's good.
Teach me new stuff. Maybe you'll teach me new stuff.
Me?
Yeah.
On showering.
I'm showering. You still on?
I said I was I got asked this morning why I don't
You don't look like you.
I don't even. You know why? It's just that they can't get the real stuff.
One way to look at it.
They learn real fast, right? They figured it out.